Start to teach you the winter method. It will be the first of two videos. In this first video we will treat the seasonality, and in the second video we will treat the smoothing and the complete winter method that is also known as triple exponential smoothing. Winter is one of the most powerful methods and can treat very powerfully the seasonality as we see here. The demand, in our case, the demand of a McDonald's sandwich for a week. So we have 4 weeks here, and it clearly has a seasonality. Demand on Mondays and Tuesdays is very low, and it peaks at Saturdays, Sundays, and this repeats itself. So it's clearly a seasonality problem. Before we start, I will just make some arrangements in the spreadsheet. I will need some space here, some lines. So I will insert those lines, and here I will make a regression that I will treat as a baseline demand. For the regression, I will calculate here the intercept and the slope, and then we will build the regression in this area here. So the intercept, using the Excel formula, I here have the y's. And here the axis, corresponding axis, matching areas, and that's it. And the slope, using the function slope, again the y's, and the matching axis. Okay, we see that the regression has a negative slope, showing the demand is slightly decreasing. And here we'll build the formulas of the regression itself. So this is the x, this will be the y. So the formula will be the intercept fixed. Sorry, let's fix both. Plus the slope multiplied by the x. And here we have, so the regression is 448 and the demand is 400, so we simply copy that until the end. Actually, we can copy that beyond, and that will be already a sort of a forecast of a regression. Then we'll calculate here the actual, or say the initial seasonality. So the initial seasonality is a concept that is how much the demand, the actual demand, is above or below a baseline demand. We will treat the regression as the baseline demand. So the seasonality is simply the actual demand divided by the baseline demand. And we see that here it's 0.73, meaning that the demand is less than the baseline demand by 73% of the baseline demand. If we copy that until the last figure we have all the initial seasonalities for all periods. So we will, with this calculation, now we will start building here the complete method. So here we'll put the level, the trend, and the seasonality. And our starting points will be the seasonality that we calculated. We just copy that here. Made a small mistake here. This is Monday. Okay. So what will be this seasonality to start with? We will use an average simply. We will take the figures we have for Mondays and we'll make an average of them here, and that will be our initial value for the seasonality. Then, as we do the smoothing later in the second video, we will adjust that seasonality as we see the new figures coming up. So the seasonality, the average seasonality for Mondays, we can make it average of first Monday, second Monday, third Monday, fourth Monday. And that's the average seasonality, as we see here, is 0.643. Look, the first seasonality was 0.73, the second was 0.61, and then the third was 0.60, and the fourth was 0.58. So which one we choose? Well, we make the average, and that more or less reflects our data. Now, if we simply copy that seasonality until Monday, we see the average seasonality for each day of the week. And that will be the basis for us to do our smoothing, as we will explain in the second part of this video.